Do you love to play Magic Online but have a tight budget? Check out Mtgo Academy's Academy Budget Bot in the Magic Online Classifieds. All cards in stock are cheaper than one event ticket.
Hello everybody, Planet Walls here. We are here for round 4 of this episode of Playing the Unplayable, and I do not know what deck MTG Vector is playing. I've never played against this guy before, but I'm looking forward to playing against him. I'm looking at a very interesting hand, because it can drop a Mox Opal and a Tree of Tails, 2 artifacts. Frogmite can't quite come down then. Then I've got a Gaia's Cradle. So I don't know what to do with this. I'm actually going to keep it because I can draw any really cheap artifact or land and be okay. And I've got like 2 draws to do it. So I'm not going to mulligan this. But it does make me very nervous. After that, I can play Scuttlemutt and then like either knock out a Salvage Titan or just play a Wormcoil. Again, I don't know what my opponent's playing. If he's playing like Oath or something, I might be in trouble. I just want him to be playing something that can't randomly kill me in like 1 turn. Because I don't have a good way to interact with him right off the bat. Alright, so he kept a 6-lander. That's okay. I'm glad I'm on the draw with a hand like this. Okay, and he did not just play like a Trinosphere or something, so that's notable. That's not what we wanted to see here. It's not like the worst card in the world to draw, but it's definitely not exciting. So what I'm actually going to do here is play the Cradle, because the Tree of Tails is significantly more valuable to me here. So if you waste the Cradle, I'm like not in the worst position in the world, but if you wasted the Tree of Tails, I would pretty much be in the worst position in the world. If I draw something like a Mishra's Workshop, I should be okay anyway. Alright, so we're looking at a young Pyromancer build. I think I can deal with this. Skull Clamp is absolutely fine here, I think. Because now it turns on the Mox Opal, and this lets me play a Frogmite. Which may get countered? Maybe? Looks like that just got forced. I'm okay with that. I think. Let's think for a minute. Ooh, I just passed the turn. I was thinking about casting a Salvage Titan. Salvage Titan is admittedly not very good against young Pyromancer, especially because he could be playing like Ancient Grudge in the main. What we just want him not to do is to go all crazy with like Gitaxian probes and stuff. We just want to be able to land this guy somehow, someday. We want to draw a 2-mana guy or a land. 2-mana guy or less or land, and that seems totally doable. They're like probably 7 cards in our deck, maybe fewer, that we don't want to draw. Like Platinum Angel, another 6-drop. Okay, he's gushing. That's a little scary. Yeah, I'm not sure. I assume he's going to replay one of those lands, have 3 accessible. If he has like Ancient Grudge mana up, that's pretty bad. Because then he could kill 2 of my artifacts. That would probably be GG. He's playing a 3rd land. Alright, so we know he's got Trop and Valk. Okay, so we're dealing with 4 colors here. Fine. Demonic Tutor. That's a little scary. Because this could be an Ancient Grudge. Well, soon. Yeah, we really want to be able to land that Wormcoil. And so Palladium Mirror will help us do that. I think if we can keep the Palladium Mirror on the board for a turn, we'll be okay. He could be finding like a Force of Will, though. That would be kind of scary. Then he could just protect his elemental setup. Alright, so is he just going to pass? That's interesting. Okay. So Trinket Mage, not ideal here. We did not draw what we wanted to draw. I could sack 3 artifacts to play this. That seems horrible. Then I could actually follow it up with a Palladium Mirror. So the question is like this my last chance? I think it might be. What if I did something crazy? So, yeah, I'm doing it. Huh. I'm going to try this. I think he probably just found a force will to protect his thing, but maybe he didn't. Maybe I'll get super lucky here. And so far, so good. Then we cast this. And then we find not a Mox Opal, but a Mana Crypt. And I don't play it this turn. I wait till next turn. And for now, I pass. Okay, so that might have been kind of a way to get back in. Okay, so there's the Valk. It means he's still got a Trop in his hand. And 4 unknowns, including one card that he tutored for. I guess, what's a card he would have tutored for? Maybe, Yogwill? That would make sense. Then he could cast like Gush again, Demonic Tutor again. If Salvage Titan gets me back into this game, that'll be pretty funny. I'm not sure how Salvage Titan fits in this deck. I often find that when I don't have it in here, it's terrible. God damn. Okay, that's no good. Now he's got another Grudge in his graveyard. And I know he's got the Trop in his hand, so that's not very good. Okay, well, we need to keep our Trinket Mage around for Gaia's Cradle to be a land. So let's draw another land. Okay, that's not so bad at all. I see. All right. Yeah, so that's really nuts. Hopefully this resolves, and it did. And then we can actually return this. That's really interesting. Like, do I want to keep the Palladium Mirror? I think one of these things die. So 1, 2. Let's see if the Palladium Mirror dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that'll be okay. Then we can draw another land. Scuttlemutt dies. He's gonna be Ancient Grudging something. Let's go ahead and drop this. We can't do anything else this turn, unfortunately. I would really love to have one more. And we need to remove auto yields. There might be something where we want to exile some stuff to return the Salvage Titan. Okay, so no more Trop in his hand. Ponder, fine. Tapping a red, which is okay. And you can still Grudge from the yard. Okay, Probe. So he gets to see my hand. That's okay, I suppose. He sees the Worm Coil, which means he knows he needs to kill the Palladium Mirror. Or he keeps this for the Worm Coil. I don't know how he feels about that. Okay, there it goes. Makes sense. And we're going to take a lot of damage here. Like, do I have to count on hitting a land? Like, so do I want to kill the Pyromancer here? That's the question. Because, okay, if I play it like this, then I play the Scuttlemutt. Yeah, we have to assume it's not going to die. Then I have to wait another turn anyway. We're doing it this way. I'm going to stem the flow. I should have done this before. So we really want to hit a land here. And that was important too. Please? Ugh. Yeah. let's just hope this resolves now. If it doesn't, we're, how you say, screwed. And I could bring this back. I want to wait to do that once, because I want this to gain me some life. I guess he could bolt me twice. That would probably kill me. Yeah, bolt would kill me for sure if I lose the flip here. Don't care about this. Now he can't bolt me twice. Okay. So that's fine. Now we take our turn. This is okay. Okay, winning that flip was awesome. Pithing Needle is really good here. I can name Library, but that's not that relevant. I can also trade my Worm Coil for all these guys. Not sure how I feel about that. Gaining that life seems rather important. And keeping the guys left over, that also seems rather important. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Is that insane? I don't think it's insane. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we just gained a bunch of life. That's okay. I could also sack this to bring the Salvage Titan into play. And then I would have blockers this turn. That seems bad to me. Alright, so this is how we're doing this. Tapping these. We're going to play this. Play this. And it's going to name Library. And then we'll name Abattoir Ghoul or whatever. Then I'm going to, what do we want to return? We want to exile Tree of Tails. Want to exile, what are things I don't care about? Probably Skull Clamp and Frogmite is probably pretty likely. Alright, so we return that. And then I think the three that we lose here are, we'd probably just sack these three. Yeah. This could get countered, but it didn't. And I feel pretty good about the way the board looks right now all of a sudden. He could still totally win this game with something like... he must have Demonic Tutor for the Ancient Grudge. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Oh. if only there was a way. That Mox Opal looks so sexy sitting there. Alright, so I think what I do here is I attack with Salvage Titan and Worm Coil. And I think he probably just blocks the Salvage Titan with one. Oh, he's gonna quad. Okay. That's fine. Maybe I should have gotten in there with Scuttlenut, too. I don't know. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so he stays at... yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Kill all those tokens. We go back to 20. That's good. And I can do that again soon if I need to. As it stands, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. God, I would give anything to hit Phyrexian Tower. Well, he's gonna see this. Alright. So he's probably wondering, like, what the fuck? Okay, so... Now we take our turn. Silvermere actually significantly helps here. I'm not going to play it before combat, but I could see it making sense to do that in a possible world. Get the Scarecrow in there. Alright, cool. So now we can play this guy. You got it. Shift the turn. And now I can, again, use Salvage Titan. I can sack the Worm Coil Engine if necessary. So he gets to draw an extra card, but he only has 3. That's okay. So if I, like, okay, good, we took game 1. Awesome. So what do we learn? We learn the Plague Spitter is good. Thorn of Amethyst are probably good. Trinisphere is probably good, even though it can only come down turn 2. I don't know if he's playing Yawgmoth's Will. I just don't know. This seems nuts. This seems nuts. Alright, so what don't we want? We don't want Platinum Angel. Frost Titan seems pretty mediocre. Pith Driller, good. This is exactly where you want a Pith Driller. Trinisphere is highly questionable, as is Heap Doll. Pithing Needle seems pretty mediocre. Trinket Mage then becomes a Skull Clamp Finder, or it finds mana, which is fine. Lodestone is good. We're at 63, huh? What do I want to cut? Summoner's Egg seems fine. I could cut like a Mirror Retriever. I mean, actually, Revoker is kind of mediocre. I didn't see anything to revoke. So I could see like cutting some of those. Plus they die to the Plague Spitter, which is something I'm going for. Of course, if I'm doing that, I need to crack something into the Plague Spitter, admittedly. He's seen the Massacre Worm now, but that's probably okay. And we'll keep only one Zealous Conscripts here. What do I cut? Like Frogmite? It seems kind of mediocre. Well, no, it blocks Elementals. There's Trinket Mage. I could cut that. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut Trinket Mage. I'm not sure if it's good enough. That's questionable, though. Like, the deck has so many moving pieces, it's hard to figure out what you exactly want to do. Okay, we've got Cradle again. And a Strip Mine? This is kind of an awkward hand. We can't really get over our own Thorns. He mulls to 6. We don't have any dudes for this. I'm mulling this. Yuck. I mean, fine. This is like not a good hand. Okay, he molds to a library on the play. Okay, that made the hand better, but that might not resolve. Let's see if this resolves. Yeah. Alright, fine. That's cool. That means next turn we can drop a Pith Driller, and then the turn following we can drop a Worm Coil. So I'm actually hoping he plays a Pyromancer here, because then I get to kill it or threaten it at the very least. Okay, we don't see it. That's fine. That allows us to do this. And then the question is, do we want to like turn the Silver Mirror into cards? I don't know if I do. Because he could wasteland the workshop. So let's keep this as it is right now. Yeah. I'm really tempted to turn Silver Mirror into cards, though. Alright, so my guess is that this is going to be Young Pyromancer followed by something, and the reason he's either been a little bit low on mana or... Okay, there's a Probe. He's going to see that I have a Pith Driller. He's probably going to play another land. Like, if I try to play the Pith Driller, then I can do this, and that's fine. Alright, so let me do it this way. No, let's make sure we do this correctly. Cast this, and then pay for that. Alright, so let's try to resolve this. Yeah, let's kill this. You got it. Tap this. Play the Retriever. See if it resolves first. And if it does, then I think I kill the Silver Mirror to draw some cards. That's nuts. Play a Soul Ring. Equip this. Yep. Let's target the Silver Mirror first, and then first draw the cards, but target before, obviously. Yeah, so Silver Mirror's back in hand. found some good cards, then we equip this. Alright, pass. So he's going to hit 7 cards, not right now, but next turn. And I can kill the library before then, or the Volk Island. Good job, Pith Driller. Look at this guy. He's just like a mouth and a drill. What a horror. This thing looks like a horror too, even though he's a scarecrow. This should be called Scarecrow Horror, because horror is like his job, essentially. This should be called Mere Fisherman. Mere Sailor. Mere... I don't know. I'm out of ideas. Okay, there's another giant mana card. Am I going to haste something this turn? No, there's no way to cast that. Scuttlemutt could cast him, though, so we might as well attack before combat. I'm sorry, attack before playing anything, not before combat. That wouldn't make any sense. Hit him for 3, seems pretty good. Then I think we make sure he can't draw any more cards. I think that's the way to go. Even over Volk Islanding him, I think. It's hard to say. I could have equipped this other Skull Clamp too. How would we do that? I mean, he's got Gush in his deck too. Being able to library is so insane. Like, let's destroy this. Okay, good. And then what we're going to do is play the Silvermere. And then we're going to play the Wormcoil. And then we are going to, I guess, probably equip the... No. Let's play Mana Vault. And then that sets me up for an insane next turn. I mean, I could also play the Scuttlemutt this turn. Yeah, let's do that. Because even though I take another damage, it sets me up to play Zealous Conscripts. I think we'll get a concession here. Okay, that doesn't scare me much. Okay. Fast Bond. That's kind of scary. Uh-huh. Okay. So he can, like, go Gush Bond nuts and maybe storm me out? That would suck. That would suck bad. Maybe he doesn't have any more lands, though. Because if he did, he would just play them. Okay, so that ended up not very scary. We get to gain a bunch of life here, I think, in theory. So, are we going to do this? Like, we might be able to kill him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. Let's see. 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13? Yeah, I think we can kill him, so... yeah, cancel. Alright, let's try to... Can we kill him? I think we'll be able to kill him. That's fine. Alright, so I'm going to play this. And that actually makes things even easier, because now I can do this. And we see if this resolves. And do we take this? Yes, because we can equip it with Skull Clamp. I should probably save my Silvermere then. Let's do this now. The reason I'm doing that is because he could kill my mana producer mid-combat, and then I wouldn't be able to equip it. And we've got enough damage on the table. Like, what's he going to do? Lightning Bolt a Scuttlemutt? That would be okay. I would rather you do that than Lightning Bolt the Silvermere mid-combat. Like, I'm going to gain so much life here, I'm not worried. Here it comes. Whoa. Okay, didn't see that coming. Okay, let's name blue, I guess. Wow, okay. Well, I certainly wasn't prepared for that. Alright, so we have a... Yuck. Alright, let's cast this, see if it resolves. Let's do things intelligently here. Like, the last thing I need to do is take damage here that I don't otherwise need to take. Soul Ring. Let's get the Mana Vault down. Skull Clamp. Alright. Let's equip. Cancel that. Do I want to cancel that? I probably want to equip before combat. Even though this is 1 extra damage? No, let's do it like this. Let's equip here. Attack. Put him at 6. Alright. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the Worm Coil down. Well, we could. How important is that? Then he keeps an elemental. Like, do I want to draw cards instead? Yeah, I think getting the Worm Coil down is probably, like, the most important thing to do, so I should have just killed the elemental. I mean, he could counter the Worm Coil, though, and then I would be in doo-doo, right? I think. Maybe? I don't know. If he counters it, I guess I'm in bad shape, right? And he would have been waiting for that, because that's his only way to answer that. So let's do things in a different way. Let's play Skull Clamp and equip it. And we drew more lands. I can turn this into, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could play this. That's probably not worth it right now. Yeah, I don't want to get burned out. Like, that would just be horrible. But I could also play a Birthing Pod, and if it resolves, then I find a... I don't think... No, I cut the Frost Titan. So that's not even there. Alright. Good to know. I think I did all this wrong. Oh, God. Alright. Let's play the Scuttlenut. And then equip the Scuttlenut and pass the turn. We'll stay at 9. Not sure how I feel about that. But did his Fastbond actually make him lose life? I wonder if that bug's still going on. There used to be a bug where Fastbond didn't actually cause you to lose life, so you'd just be like gaining, like, you'd just be able to play as many lands as you wanted. Alright. So, he's gonna die if he can't defend himself from these guys. Wormcoil be damned. Like, this is just too much damage on the board. If he plays another land, he goes down to 5. Yeah, so I think I butchered that last turn, but I'm not sure it matters. If he makes a bunch of guys, I can find Massacre Worm and Birthing Pod. Let's see what happens here. Strip Mine, that's interesting. So he goes to 5. Fastbond is apparently working. Petal. Ingature, huh? Interesting. What's he gonna kill? Scuttlemutt? Okay, Skull Clamp. fine. I'm not sure why he did that. Another ingature. Okay. What's he killing? Is it targeting the skull clamp? Because he's at 5 now. I don't think he realized that he lost a life. Okay, and looks like we took it. So 3-1 in this daily event. Thank you guys for watching, playing the Unplayable Planet Walls. And I guess I'm supposed to advertise or something, so check out our store for Magic Online cards at the best prices or something. And, you know, if you're thinking about buying something from us, just remember, just imagine my face is spitting out Magic cards at you and be like, ugh. Okay, I'll see you guys later.